welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited for today's pick a card. Today we are tapping into your crush, your person, the person on your mind, okay? What are their deep desires for you? What are their deep thoughts and feelings? And we'll get into like their next actions with this connection, their next moves, all of that to really get a well-rounded reading on what is going on their end and how they're going to be coming towards you. So my Etsy shop, it is in the description. If you would like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. Other than that, I would pause the video if you need more time with the piles, and you can always pick more than one pile for all of my readings as well. So for group one, we have the White Stone, and we'll be using the Last Unicorn Tarot. For group two, we have the Blue Stone, and we'll be using the Dark Mansion Tarot. For group three, we have the Orange Stone, and we'll be using the Wizard's Tarot. And for group four, we have the Green Stone, and we'll be using the Xmas Elf Tarot. So pause the video if you need more time to decide, but we're just going to jump right into it. All right, if you chose group one with the White Stone and the Last Unicorn Tarot, this is your reading, tapping in to your crush, your person, the person on your mind. What are they thinking? What are they feeling? What are their deep desires for you? What are their next moves in this connection, their next actions, Spirit, for group one with the White Stone? Okay, so there's a lot of energy with this person moving into an expressive state. There's a lot of energy coming up right away with this person moving from kind of being almost more of a secret admirer type energy to really putting themselves on the line. And something about this group one feels like you have a history with this person. So maybe you have past lives. If you dreamt about someone and you dream about them often, that's something I'm noticing is a really huge common denominator with people with a lot of past life love connections. They have the ability to kind of infiltrate even spiritually. You may smell their perfume, their cologne, their thoughts come into, or thoughts of them come into your mind even without trying, even when you're focused on something else and busy. And heavy dream space activity is really indicative of a past life love connection because they already kind of have that connection with your soul because they've experienced it in multiple lifetimes. So the energy just comes through much stronger and in different ways. But anyways, yeah, it kind of feels like this person, they've been infiltrating your energy for a long time. It doesn't feel like this person is new to you though. Even for those of you who this is like someone that, you know, is a new crush, someone new on your mind, someone you've recently noticed, it feels like you guys have some sort of past life love connection. And for even, you know, those of you who have dated this person and this is like a past relationship, like an ex or something like that, I feel like you haven't really... I feel like you guys scratched the surface of who this person is, but I don't feel like they've allowed you to really go deep into them and who they really are and their feelings and all of that. So we have building up the nerve. It's just giving me like a energy of someone who likes to keep it like neutral or casual surface level, but hasn't really exposed like their deepest self to you. So we have building up the nerve, show love, and cats out of the bag. So cats out of the bag, they're definitely ready to admit their feelings, group one. Show love, they're ready to express themselves, like to show love. It's like, okay, I love you on the inside, especially for those of you who've dated this person. It's like, that may have been something that was really a struggle. Like, okay, you're saying you feel all these things, but you're not really showing it. So now they're moving from a space of like not showing it or only communicating it to actually, you know, having their actions match their words. So you're really gonna like that. But yeah, building up the nerve kind of feels like this has been a long time coming. So perhaps this is a crush you've been crushing on for a while. Oh, we got put a ring on it. So maybe you've even, you know, pressured this person or made it clear to them like, listen, you're going to have to commit or you're going to get left in the dust. Or maybe you were just bluffing and you're still kind of holding space for them. But Yeah, put a ring on it feels like one person in this connection is known for a long time. I just heard both though. I just heard both. So Spirit is saying, no, both people have been in this energy, but maybe one of you has been reluctant to really show it and put their feelings on the line. But I also, Spirit is showing me like creating space. So maybe you created a space for this person that was just too comfortable. We have just the two of us here. So I do see them spending more quality time with you and wanting to spend time with you alone, especially if you always hang out like around friends or other people, if this is a work situation or someone you know from like a public business that they frequent or you frequent, whatever. But yeah, just the two of us kind of feels like you guys, for some of you, have already gotten into a routine with this person and they got really comfortable in that routine. They got really comfortable with the dynamic, and I don't know, a little bit of this kind of feels like they may have stopped trying. Not gonna lie, it feels like they've been a little lazy or a little blasé. It just feels like they got comfortable and they stopped taking this seriously. So there may have even been a shift in this person where it's like in the beginning they were giving you a lot of energy, a lot of flirtation, it was fun, and then they kind of switched up and stopped like pursuing you. So yeah, this feels a little stale, like stale relationship energy where it's like you get so comfortable with your person you kind of stop trying. Not gonna lie, yeah, that's me for sure. Okay, I'm a Cancer. I like to be comfortable, and I got heavy Taurus placements in my chart. So listen, one thing I like is to be comfortable. And once I find my routine, yeah, there isn't a whole lot of switching up I like to do. So I relate to this person's energy at least a little bit, but it seems like they kind of get the picture now. They understand that, okay, if I'm going to be with group one, I'm going to have to give a little more. And I would say give this person some grace, especially if you have genuinely leveled up during the time that you met them, because that's a tricky thing that no one ever talks about. Like, what happens when one partner levels up while they're in a relationship or in a situationship, a connection with the person? And then it's like, yeah, what you want now is different than what you wanted before. So it's kind of unfair to change it. Like, no, if you want me, that means you should meet my new requirements. Like, what? These things are not connected. One thing that doesn't mean that. So I would say try to give this person some grace. If you have gone through a level up, mind, body, soul, physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, whatever ways you've kind of leveled up, give this person some time to catch up. And there's this like really popular relationship saying that's like, okay, if you decide to get married with someone or be in a relationship with someone, you should ask yourself if you can accept them 30% better and 30% worse. Because it goes both ways. Some people can't accept people leveling up. It's really hard to accept and stomach. They start to feel less than themselves. They start to feel unworthy. They start to feel like that person has expanded too much beyond them. And the same thing for lower. Can you accept this person if they were to get 30% worse? So if they stop trying 30% less, can you accept it? So I feel like this is a connection where two people have just kind of like changed or something like that. And they're trying to find their way back to you. Spirit, can you show me their deep desires for group one? Maybe they don't feel like they receive enough from you. Ooh, you know what? I'm also getting a new tease here. So we have self-love and friend-zoned. And then we have love language, gift giving, and unexpected connection. So I feel like you really underestimate this person's need to feel wanted or to feel appreciated or to receive things, especially if you're like, a baddie or whatever the male equivalent would be, especially if you're someone, city girl, city boy, I don't know, whatever, someone who expects people to show how they feel through actions, through gifts, through providing in some way. This person may feel like you don't really like them like that, but at the same time, you want them to do the most for you. So they may be getting mixed signals from you a little bit. I'm hearing their inner dialogue, and someone just said, she acts like she don't even like me, but she want me to chase her down. That's just what I literally just heard someone's inner dialogue, like your person. So they may be feeling a little underappreciated, they may be feeling like you don't really want them like that, but at the same time, you want them to pursue you kind of crazy. So I feel like you guys, honestly, I feel like it's two people who are very sensitive. That's how I feel. I feel like both of you are in a really sensitive space. You don't want them to underappreciate you, and the same goes for them. And both of you are kind of triggered by the other, because it's like you want the validation through each other that I matter. Like, this person really cares about me. I matter, or I'm important. And you want that validation through this person versus just kind of knowing that and allowing them to show up. But honestly, I feel like there's a lot of layers here. Self-love says love yourself first. So if you have been loving yourself and all of a sudden this person has switched up, definitely don't stop doing that. Keep going with that, because they're going to have to get with it or get lost. Self-love is like a non-negotiable. But if you ask yourself for a minute, like, have I been friend zoning this person? Have I been giving them too much of a bro vibe, a sis vibe, too much of a casual vibe? Because I was getting that a little earlier in the reading too, where it was like, I think someone kind of created a space for things to be too casual. And then it's like, now you may be trying to move into more of a serious space and experiencing, some difficulty there. So maybe that's what Spirit was trying to tell you in the beginning or all along. Like, make sure you show up properly for this situation. Don't compromise. And then you did, maybe out of fear or worry that this person, it would be too much for them. So then now you're kind of in a pickle. Definitely multi-layered here. Their deep desires for you are to get out of the friend zone. And surprisingly, they actually love the way you love yourself. They don't want you to stop loving yourself, but I just heard they want you to be humble about it. They may want you to be humble about it, or not to flex on them. I don't know. They feel a little flexed on, perhaps. They feel like you expect too much from them. I'm hearing someone's inner dialogue, and it's like they're saying, like, okay, who you are doesn't affect me though. Like, if you have high self-value, that doesn't mean that I have to invest more in you. If you have high self-value, you just have high self-value, period. But I don't know, someone's kind of feeling like as you level up, you expect more from them. And I feel, well, at least they feel like that's where the disconnect is. I don't know, I can see both sides of it. Like, when you level up, you do expect to have better dating options, but not better in the sense that, okay, people give you more or do more for you, just better in the quality of people that you meet. Unexpected connection says opposites attract. And then love language gift giving says tokens of reciprocity hold cherished memories. So honestly, I feel like they would never tell you, but they do wish that you would give them something or do something for them every once in a while. They want to feel appreciated, not gonna lie. They're feeling like they don't matter. And maybe they kind of set that vibe up themselves, because I feel like you guys match each other's energy in a lot of ways, but maybe they also set the stage up for you to kind of treat them like, a trick, because it's like, okay, when you present yourself like, oh, I'm a giver, 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 then you kind of create this normalcy that's what you do, that's what you like. So it's like, now you want me to do the most and invest in you because you did that to me. Like, okay, well, did you really do that out of the kindness of your heart? Or, you know what I mean? So I can see both sides, where it's like, I feel like both of you just need to show up vulnerably and really just start over on a new slate. Spirit, what are their next actions towards group 1? We have the 9 of Cups and the 6 of Coins. That doesn't really help, because 6 of Coins is like an energy of them doing what they did in the beginning. So it's like, it kind of puts you guys in this loop. And it feels like that's exactly what you want. Yeah, we got the Sun card that just came out, but we have the Moon that just came out with it. So Spirit is like, Sun card, yeah, that feels good, and this is what you want. But Moon, you're not acknowledging like the negatives that come with that kind of dynamic. So I feel like what you want from them is how they were in the beginning, where they were pursuing you more, where they were giving more, where they were really making you feel appreciated, validating you and all of that. But Spirit is saying, Sun card, this is temporary excitement and love and feel good, because Moon card, there is a negative here, whether that person is just gonna gather more resentment and harbor that and then explode and things will fall apart as they have before, or Moon card, like, it just kind of recreates the same scenario that you had in the beginning, where it's like eventually things will fall apart again. So I do feel like you're gonna get another start with this person. Honestly, Their next moves are to give you what you want, period. Nine of Cups and the Six of Coins is a very good love offer. That's like an energy of exactly what it is you would want or, kind of expect out of this person or for someone to treat you. It's really, really good energy. But again, we have the Sun and the Moon. Spirit is saying the Sun card. Yeah, there's positives in that, but there's also negatives in that. So I feel like when you guys start over on this new foot, Spirit is saying make sure you do what you're supposed to do this time. For me, if I had to say, like, as a reader, what it is that you would need to do, the things that I saw here, I saw that there was something with creating too much of a safe space for them to get comfortable. So I would say even beyond communication, but taking action based on what you're getting. Maybe communication is the problem, talking things through, and then you just kind of end up still unsatisfied. So I would say definitely continuing to choose yourself first. That's self-love is non-negotiable. But I would say communication matching your action. So if you say, if I can't get this, then I'm out of here, actually be out of here. Don't make it too comfortable for this person, and also communicate what you really want and need. Don't feel like you need to keep too of a casual vibe, even if your anxiety or your fear is screaming at you, hold your ground. Against yourself. This would also be a good time to do like a anti-self-sabotaging candle. And I sell manifestation candles on my Etsy shop, so I can always do one for you. But this would be a good time to do some manifestation work on yourself, some specifically like anti-anxiety, anti-fear, anti-self-sabotage stuff would be really good for you. So I would say that. And then beyond that, I would say, asking yourself, can I accept this person 30% worse and 30% better? If the answer is no, you got to walk away. You do. And you have to trust that, especially with whatever level up you've gone through recently, there will be other options that will come in for you that will be more aligned. And if people come in and they're not aligned, you got to be able to say no. So I would say creating the space for them that's accurate and matching what it is that you really want, communicating to them what you really want, and then getting a definitive answer from them of whether or not they can do that. And if the answer is no, you got to be willing to, 3, walk away. But then 4, I would ask yourself, can I accept this person 30% less? If the answer is yes, then I would say proceed. If the answer is no, I would say it's probably best to put this one to rest and to open yourself up to new connections. And I can also do some work for you to cut that cord, clear the feelings you have for them so that you can move forward. But we have the Hierophant, and the Devil under that. So, dang, we got a lot of major arcana that came out for you. The Sun, the Moon, the Hierophant, the Devil. Spirit is saying, Hierophant, here, you got the key. And look at this person on the card, looking like they don't know what the key is, yet they're the Hierophant. Spirit is like, you may even be kind of like, watering yourself down for this person. And I've done that before. And that's like a big red flag for me personally. Whenever I notice that I start to talk differently to certain people, that's a red flag. Yeah, we're probably not aligned to be friends. We're probably not aligned to be romantic partners. Because if I have to use simpler words or communicate differently, specifically to talk to you every time, it's not going to work. You know what I mean? Because eventually you have to be able to show up authentically with people. And if you can't, that's a huge red flag. So some of you, I feel with that Hierophant, you may be just kind of denying your intuition that's telling you, they may not be aligned enough. And we have the Devil card here. There's a lot of negatives that come with this person. With the Devil card, I'm almost even feeling like this person may hermit a lot. They may play a lot of games. And I don't mean even like psychological games, but maybe that too. But maybe like video games, or they go out a lot. Like it feels like this person has very strong vices that makes them hermit and just kind of go into their shell and do what they want to do. And there isn't very much compromise, or they may struggle with like, negative thoughts and things like that. And it's just hard for them to get out of it. So yeah, we got the 9 of Wands here. Spirit is like, you just may have to keep it real. You're in confinement, and look at your unicorn on the other side of the cell looking at you like you're supposed to be out here. You're supposed to be free. Listen, group 1. They feel like they do have some work to do. This is a very layered situation, but it feels like they have some work to do, or honestly, they may not even just be a match. There may be some sort of age gap here, making this person kind of jaded or just stuck in their ways. I do think that's a real thing. After you get to a certain age, maybe it is harder. Because like for me, it's harder to lose weight the older that I get. So maybe it's a real, real thing, Things get harder as you grow older. We have Lakshmi here, the goddess of abundance. So Spirit is saying if you're really in an abundance mindset, you got to stand on that. At a certain point, we can't just lean on the affirmations, the subliminals, the manifestations, and the magical work. You have to believe it and you have to embody it. And embodying it means, listen, if there's a brokey, and that could be energetically broke, emotionally broke, financially broke, spiritually broke, it physically broke in your energy. At a certain point, you got to say, listen, I'm going to have to take my unicorn and I'm going to have to go to my castle and live my life in luxury and comfort. And you just may not be in alignment listen, sometimes you just got to be able to tell people like, you're not giving. Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance, it says, I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. So it does even say that on the card. You are meant for abundance. Say that in the comments below. Affirm that. I am meant for abundance, or affirm that to yourself and really feel that in your heart. We have the cosmic egg with the divine feminine. So you may be struggling to start things right now. This person may even be like rubbing off bad habits on you, making you feel lazy or making you feel jaded. Changing your mind and how you see the world. It says, I hold the universe within me. I am a force of ever expanding love. So yeah, especially if you are a divine, feminine, you have a lot of power and potential, and this person just may not be able to match up, but I'm still hopeful for you, group 1. I do think that it can happen, but I also feel like there is a lot of work to do. So this is going to be one you're going to have to be patient with at the least, and you may just have to keep it a buck with yourself, like, listen, they don't match my standards, but I'm still choosing to be with this person, so there's going to be some sort of pain or discomfort I'll always have here. Or cut them off so that you can level up and experience other options. And best case scenario, they level up in that time and they come back around better for you. But enabling them isn't going to work anymore, because I can already see this is someone who kind of gets stuck in their ways. That's what I got for you, group 1. My Etsy is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading or any of my other magical offerings. All of that is down there. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the Blue Stone and the Dark Mansion Tarot, this is your reading. Tapping into your crush, your person, the person on your mind. We're going to see their deep desires for you, their thoughts and feelings, and their next moves, their actions in this connection. We got the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck, so this may be someone you're wary of, or you may be in a no-nonsense energy, group 2, where it's like, listen, I'm open, but that doesn't mean that any old body can come in here and start wreaking havoc. So you may be really embodying your self-love, like actions speak louder than words type of energy. People may have to really come at you correct. And it does not seem like you're effing around. Also, it feels a little bit like you're in an energy of doing what's best for you, whatever that means for you. So for some of you, that may mean, listen, dating 2 people at the same time, for some, or more. For some of you, that may mean tapping out of a connection. If it's not serving you, doing what's best for you, whatever that means. All right, let's see, Spirit, for group 2 with the Blue Stone. The person on their mind. Well, I'm definitely getting an energy of they kind of miss you. Yeah, and they're going to be trying to get you back. We have the Persuasion card. This person may have a lot of money, or they may come across as having a lot of money. Persuasion, though, can be in so many ways. This could be trying to persuade you by making you jealous. This could be trying to persuade you by bossing up and finally doing the things that they need to do to be in alignment with you. This could, come across multiple ways, but we have shocked and show love. We have let's take a break and clean the clutter. So this person is genuinely shocked right now that you're not chasing them. So if you guys had some sort of dynamic where you were always giving, or, chasing and, doing the bulk of the work in this connection, this person is genuinely shocked that that's not your vibe these days. That is not your vibe right now. It's like, I'm not chasing you. I'm not doing that. And they're genuinely completely thrown off. So this could be someone that you're on a break with, maybe not even like a break in the sense that, you're blocked or anything dramatic, but a break in the sense that you're just not talking to them. So say you guys work at the same place. This is like an energy of you're not, finding them during your shift and going to have a chat with them like usual or flirting with them like usual. You're doing your job. You're talking to other people. That's triggering them. And then you're getting up out of there without saying anything. And they are shocked by that. So now they're in an energy where they're trying to make sure that their actions match their words, because with show love and shocked, it's like, whoa, they're totally taken aback and surprised that you're not doing the most these days to have them, or that you're not chasing them at this time. It's just so unexpected and so unlike you. They're not used to you being this way. They're not used to you not being the one that's on their body. Spirit. Ooh, we got secret admirers. This person may be watching you right now, watching your social medias, watching your moves. We got self-love here. So you are not faking it. I feel like this person knows you're serious this time around. And I got that in the beginning of the reading, just with the bottom of the deck energy, Queen of Swords, showing you in this energy where it's like, it may be F around and find out season. Like, don't play with me. Like, it really kind of seems like, oh, I just heard the pincers are coming out. So you may be a Cancer or a Scorpio. I believe Scorpions have the pincers. I don't know if I don't think any other sign have them. But you may have that in your Mars even, because it's like, this is how you, or in your Saturn, Spirit's showing me, this is how you take action. This is how you show people what's really up with you. Like, okay, now I just heard you mess with the bull, you get the horns. So yeah, we have secret admirer and self-love. It seems like your actions are matching your words nowadays. And you're giving yourself a lot of self-love, and they're just watching that. And honestly, it doesn't even have to be like performative, like you're going out of your way to, do self-love rituals and things like that, and you're like posting it on social media. It could be more of a thing where it's like, you're practicing self-love by not chasing this person. You're practicing self-love by standing on what you believe in and standing on what you know you deserve, simply by just not giving your time, energy, and attention to them. So yeah, it's up around and find out season with you, group 2, and this person is coming to, okay? They're coming to realize that. It's like they're waking up, getting out of the fog. One of these flipped over. Something about this person kind of feels like they really tried to call your bluff. Like, it seems like they're the kind of person who keeps joking and joking and joking until someone blows up on them. They may be like the comedian type of archetype where everything is just so funny with them. They're always just so funny. Everything's a joke until they actually piss you off. So we have Let Me Go here. It seems like you're over them, honestly. It seems like you're over them, Spirit. What are their deep desires for group 2? That's the energy that they're getting, self-love, the first card that came out for you. So we got self-love coming out from 2 different decks by 2 different authors here. You're in your self-love energy, period. And they can feel it. They can feel it strong. And it's not just, like I said, what you're doing for yourself in a realistic, ritualistic kind of way. It's you're practicing self-love by literally standing on what you know you deserve. It's like, dude, I feel like this person got a totally different version of you in the beginning. Especially if this is a secret admirer altogether and you don't have a history with this person. Your energy in the beginning may have been like really love and light, really nice, really sweet, and maybe something happened. Maybe someone ruined it for everyone, and it's like you don't play nice with people anymore. You don't give off that nice girl, nice guy energy because maybe you learned from experience people take advantage of it. I feel like low-key this person admires the fact that you respect yourself and that you're practicing self-love. We have freedom, twin flame union, and love language, gift giving. Yo, if you ever gave this person a gift, they're stuck on that. Like, they want more of that. Like, and you know what? I feel like they took you for granted, or they just completely misread you, because it's like, I'm nice when appropriate, but I'm not a pushover. So like, say for an example, when you first started talking to this person, they were telling you like, oh, I just got like one of these like, you know, step tracking watches, but I don't have any bands for them. I just have the black one that it came with. The next time you've seen them, you may come with like a 2-pack of bands, you know, something that you came across at the store or that you had that you never used. And this person took that as, oh, this is someone who always gives me gifts. This is someone who, oh, they really like me. And it's like, they completely missed the point where it's like, no, that was literally just me being nice, but I can turn that off and turn that on. And also it doesn't mean anything. Like, this person took something that you did way too seriously, in the sense that they thought that it meant so much more than it did. Whether you were smiling at them, being nice to them, going out of your way to check on them and start conversation with them, they thought that meant that you were sold. And they completely misread the room, and now they're seeing like, no, I have self-love. So honestly, I feel like all of this is their fault. All of this meaning just like the way that they feel now, because it's obvious that they're shocked and that they feel like they need to show love towards you and they need to take action towards you. But I feel like you didn't ever give that vibe out, that you were just like a gift giver, someone who would just endlessly pour into someone else's cup. It's just like they took a nice gesture and ran with it. Like, they thought that that meant you were planning your future with them, and maybe you were low-key. But will your actions forever embody chasing them? No. And they thought wrong, okay? They thought wrong. We have the freedom card, so they're realizing how free you really are. And then we have twin flame union. So this came up when I was specifically asking, though, like, what are their deep desires for you? So their deep desires, twin flame union, their deep desires is for this connection to be a lot more than what it is. They wanted this to be, you know what? This person is all turned around. The more I tap into their energy, the more stuff just comes up. I feel like this is the kind of person who will literally think, even if you are a perfect match, they'll think, okay, because we're a perfect match, that means, oh, you're going to do the most for me. And it's like, I don't know why you would ever think that. Why do you think that? Just even if we are twin flames, they don't get you. They don't get you. They completely misread you. And if you are a feminine, this person thought you were going to be like that traditional feminine role where it's like a nurturer, a giver, a lover, and meanwhile, you're Queen of Swords. It's giving Aquarius. Aquarians can be very nice, but you cannot use them. And if you use them, it's because they allow you to. But a lot of people like completely misread Aquarians and their energy. It's giving me that kind of vibe. But honestly, what this person wants, they want you to chase them. They want this to be a twin flame union. They want this connection to be more than what it is. Heart, body, mind, and soul is what it says at the bottom of twin flame union. So they kind of expected you to dedicate yourself to them, not gonna lie, off of like one small interaction or one good day. And the fact that you're not doing that is totally throwing them. We have open your heart that came out. So their deep desires is that you just totally give yourself to them and dedicate yourself to them. And I don't feel like you're doing that. I just saw 111. Open your heart says love is the highest energy of all. Let it in. Yeah, and it's like that's literally what they think in their head. They think that just because love is good, that means that you're supposed to dedicate yourself to them forever. And I just don't feel like that's your truth. Like, that's some people's truth, but I don't feel like that's your truth. And maybe it was at a certain point. But like I said, I felt a little bit at some point like, okay, maybe someone else ruined it for everyone. So it's like, no, you don't do that anymore. I don't feel like you give your whole self to anyone anymore. At least not until they deserve it and they work for it. Honest communication came out as well. It says expect a heart-to-heart conversation. So honestly, they just want to talk to you. They kind of feel shunned. They feel like you've closed your heart to them. They feel like you've kind of shut them out and you won't be opening yourself back to them. And they want to fix that. They want to change that. They, like I said, I feel like it's their fault though, because they just misread you. They misread you. And I'm not a your fault, their fault type of reader. But like all of this is kind of based on their assumptions. So it's like, that's what happens when you don't take time to get to know people, or that's what happens when you decide that you know someone before you truly do. Like, this is where you end up. So what do you expect? Spirit, what are their next moves? What are their actions? Okay, so we got the Hierophant and the King of Pentacles here. So I think they're getting the picture. The Hierophant is turning knowledge into wisdom. The Hierophant is learning from experience. And the King of Pentacles is someone who has something to offer, someone who's patient as well, and someone who knows how to make an investment, someone who does invest. So their next moves, King of Pentacles, probably to do some sort of gesture towards you, which is funny because with love language gift giving, it's like, yeah, they had expected you to just pour into them forever. It feels like you're not doing that anymore. So now they're kind of like, okay, King of Pentacles, I have to show up. I have to give. I have to, you know, use my common sense with the Hierophant card and actually invest here in order for this to move forward. We got the Three of Cups in reverse. Ooh, you know, Three of Cups can be a card of like the fates. The fates kind of weaving together our future, weaving together our story. So Three of Cups in reverse is not the best sign. That could be a sign that even like the spirit guides ain't messing with them. That could be an energy of like, they don't really have help from the spiritual realm at this time. They really have to show up themselves, because especially if you had invested in them for a long time, I don't feel them really getting a whole lot of help right now. But Three of Cups in reverse can also, like, Three of Cups is a card of like celebration, engagements, a card of like events. So Three of Cups in reverse could probably be an energy of them also trying to bring in more of a serious energy here, especially if you guys would go out a lot, specifically with other people. This is like an energy of them, okay, I need to take more of a serious approach. That hee hee ha ha, fun times, playtime is over. We have Temperance in reverse. So they're coming through to fix things. They are acknowledging how there is some sort of energetic imbalance and they're coming in to fix it. Eight of Swords in reverse, Temperance in reverse. Yeah, they're realizing they have to fix things. You know, honestly, this is bruising their ego as well. We have the Five of Cups and the Four of Cups. They are in despair. Four of Cups. See, that's the thing. You see the hand coming in the back of him? That Four of Cups always has like this hand coming from the clouds, representing like spirit guides, etc., helping you. But this person denied the help, and that's why Three of Cups in reverse, ain't no spirit guides helping them no more. Because they tried, and this person denied it. And now Five of Cups, they're in despair. This is really deeply damaging their ego. We have the King of Wands in reverse. They thought they were hot, okay? They thought they were very desired, and they may be, honestly. They may be very conventionally attractive. They may be someone that a lot of people are respecting of or see as a person of value, but that isn't you. That isn't you. And they're just so shocked by that. They're so shook by that. Like, I feel like this may have never happened to them before. They may be used to getting their way. So it seems like you not entertaining them anymore and giving all your energy into this connection is really affecting them. Really affecting them emotionally and mentally. We have Temperance in reverse and the Eight of Swords in reverse. So coming back to fix things, coming back to balance, they know what they have to do. King of Pentacles, they have to invest. And Hierophant, they have to act like they know what's going on here before they get blocked and deleted. We have Dakini with the Enlightened Feminine. It says, my gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. So this may be something you're not used to, or something that has really called for you to lean on your intuition, especially anything related to like not talking to them, not entertaining them. That may be something that was really hard for you to do, especially if you're someone who is just naturally a giver, naturally a nurturer. It may truly be out of character for you to hold yourself back from this person and to follow your intuition, even when your intuition tells you, I know you really want to talk to them. I know they're open right now, so it's the perfect time to do it, but go the other direction. And you've been honoring that, so good for you. We have Thekla, the prophetess of true power. It says, I call my power back from all times and places. I am my own. And yeah, I feel like that's so important for you right now. This is a good time to call your power back, even to pause this video for a moment and to really call your power back and to feel it deep, deep, deep within your spirit, deep within your heart chakra. You are your own. This person thought they had you. They thought you were theirs. And they didn't earn you. And even if they did earn you, they have to keep earning you for L, okay? They have to keep learning you for life. They have to keep up with that. Otherwise, you know, you can lose me. This isn't a one-time investment. It's a time investment. Like, you have to invest in time, all through time. So call your power back to you. This is a good time to do some work as well, to call your power back to yourself. I got manifestation candles on my Etsy shop. I can call your power back for you, but this is something you can also do completely on your own. We have Isis, the goddess of magic. It says, sensual energy is sacred. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. So maybe doing some, you know, goddess worship, God worship magic, where it's like you're using your own sensuality, whether that's through dance, whether that's through like self-exploration, to channel your power back to yourself and for you to enjoy it even without another person. To recharge you. And it says sensual energy is sacred. So if this person had been getting too addicted, okay, to that box, okay, or to whatever you got, listen, it's time to take that back, okay? Spirit, can I have just one, please? We just had 5 cards back to back fall out. And even now, Spirit's like, okay, here, 4, fine. We have taking shelter. It says the answers are within. So again, leading you back to your intuition. Wondrous universe says walk in beauty. So if it ain't beautiful, it ain't something you should be engaging in. Solitude, yeah, it's probably better to reserve your energy at this time and just spend some time with yourself. Continue to normalize this time separate from this person and not giving your all to this person until it becomes a habit, until it becomes a completely open neural pathway that always gets taken automatically, even without their influence or presence in your life. And then we have unknown territory. So Spirit is saying, yeah, the future is going to be a bit uncomfortable because you are walking into a new space, but new is good because that means you're getting more than what you got before. It says you are exactly what you need to be at the bottom of unknown territory. So Spirit is saying, don't allow yourself to feel like, oh, I need to be there, I need to be here. Allow yourself to be where you are, because where you are is a product of previous choices. And if they chose things that got you here, you gotta let them see that, you know? You gotta let them experience that so that they're not getting a different experience than what they paid for. When you ever went to a theme park and they said, hey, here's this fast pass, even though you didn't buy any sort of admission, don't give them the fast pass when they are buying the regular ticket. No, ma'am. No, sir. Make them pay full price and make them pay period, you know, to engage with you. Don't let them ride that ride for free. That's what I got for you, group 2. My Etsy shop is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the orange stone and the Wizard's Tarot, this is your reading. Your crush, your person, the person on your mind. What are their deep desires for you? What are their thoughts and feelings for you? What are their next actions and their next moves in this connection? We're going to get all of that, Spirit, for group 3. Group 3 with the orange stone. Please show us for group 3. Oh my goodness, these cards are flying out for you. So first of all, they want you to want them. They want you to say that you want them. This person honestly may be in an energy of trying to get a rise out of you. They may be trying to get you to move through jealousy. Oh, wow. You seem really unbothered, and it's triggering TF out of them. They are getting so freaking triggered. We got happy and content and squeaky clean. So group 3, it looks like you have graduated from your messy era. It looks like you have graduated from just the version of yourself that would go for that would be moved by that. Like the version of you that would get jealous and go crazy and spaz on someone just doesn't exist anymore. I really feel like it doesn't. And if it does, it's like, yeah, people say that they want that until they actually get the crazy. And then it's like, oh, it's too much for me. I'm scared. But we have happy and content, so it seems like you're in your bag, you're in your mood, you're in your zone, you're just living life for you, and you're happy and you're content. You don't want for nothing. So honestly, if something is going to get you out of pocket, get you out of character, it would have to be something really, really good. To bring that uncontrollable grit out of you, it would have to be like the best business opportunity or whatever. Like it'd have to be something that would really, really level you up and be worth it. Otherwise, you're not moving for chump change. Like it's got to be a significant love offer, something really big, something dependable, something good. But we have happy and content and squeaky clean. So you're doing things the right way. We have plenty of fish in the sea and speak your mind. These are the first 2 cards that came out for you, and speak your mind like flew across the table. So this is what they really want. They want you to speak your mind, and they want you to tell them that you want them. Plenty of fish in the sea kind of seems like you're doing your own thing, though. It seems like you're not really bothered. You're not invested in them. Yeah, they want you to chase them a little bit, not gonna lie. And this person, I really feel like they're trying to do this through jealousy, but ultimately they're trying to get you to admit that you have feelings for them. And I feel like you want the same thing from them. It's like you want them to, tell them like, I want you, and to do all of this. But both of you are kind of like sitting in this energy where for you, it seems like you're genuinely unbothered. I'm not really getting game playing vibes here. I don't feel like you're trying to, trick them into anything or whatever. But you're genuinely happy and content. Whereas this person is not happy and content. They want you, and they're trying to play it off. We have Too Tough and Backstabber. Backstabber is what really gave me the vibe that they were trying to do this out of jealousy, through jealousy, especially with Too Tough coming out, because it's like, okay, it's too hard to get through to group 3. It's too hard to get them to do what I want, too hard to get them to chase me. So I'm just going to do something out of pocket and try to get a rise out of them. But like I said, you're in your happy and content era. You're in your squeaky clean era where you're doing things the right way, where you're only craving healthy love. So this person, like, that's just not gonna work with you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we have Get Off Your High Horse that came out. So not gonna lie, this person wants you to stop acting so they want you to stop acting so stuck up or better than them. And I'm not saying you're stuck up or better than them, but that's how they're seeing you. They're seeing you as someone who's like being too hard, or someone who has too high of standards. We have Sailing. It's like, why are you chill? Why are you so chill, group 3? Why aren't you spazzing out on me? Why aren't you chasing me? Why aren't you reacting to my subtweets or my subliminal communication through whatever app? Like, why aren't you chasing me? Why aren't you saying anything when you see me with someone else, or see me doing XYZ? Like, why don't you care? They're getting mad. They want you to care so bad. Okay. I get it, universe. Wow. Okay, we have out of sight, out of mind. Group 3. Go, girl. Give us nothing. Like, you are really giving this person absolute, you are paying them dust. You are giving them nothing. Dang. I can see why they're mad, not gonna lie, because it seems like you are emotionless. It seems like you don't care. You're triggering the heck out of this person. And I'd say take it with a grain of salt, because if this person is just generally used to getting chased, it's going to seem a lot more dramatic. And also, if they're heavily in their ego, it's, again, going to seem a lot more dramatic. So this doesn't mean that you're playing with them, or I don't see that you're playing with them at all. That's the whole thing. This person is taking it so personal. The energy that I get is sailing. You're chill. You're seeing the sights. You're enjoying life for what it is. Out of sight, out of mind. If I'm not with you, I'm not stressed over you, period. It's a lifestyle with you. They don't get it. Happy and content. Like, your vibes are high. They're good. Squeaky clean. You're doing things the right way, you know? And they're just taking it like so personal. Spirit, what are their deep desires for group 3? Well, we have the disguise card, so they're definitely masking it. Ooh, we have twin flame union. They want to get closer for sure. We got tease and we got marriage. This person is stuck between so many different energies. On one end, they feel like there's got to be something spiritual going on here with twin flame union. They feel like this is a spiritual connection and they want to explore that. Or you may be spiritual, and so now this person is like, oh, you're my twin flame. Like, they're like, oh, I don't know. It just kind of feels like they want to experience you and you're not letting them. Like, if you're a spiritual girly, a spiritual guy, it's like this person is wanting you to put them under a love spell, but you may not do that. It's like they don't get it. They're very egoic, just very egoic in the sense that they're very much so in their head. Like, they feel like, oh, because they're spiritual, they got to do spells on me. And it's like, bruh, I don't care enough about you to do a spell on you. Do you think I'm going to waste my magical materials for you? I don't have to use a love spell on you. You already want me, you know? It's like this person, I don't know. I just feel like they want to believe certain things and they're trying, ooh, I just bumped the camera. They want to believe certain things and they're trying to get that out of this connection. They want to believe they're attractive, so they're trying to get you to do a love spell on them because that'll prove that they're attractive and that they're desired, as an example. And it's like, we have the tease card. Their deep desires, they want you to tease them. They want you to want them. They want you to play with them. Honestly. They want you to toy with them. They want you to chew them up and spit them out. They want you to do the most. They want all the games, this person may be into like toxic type of connections. They definitely like to be chased and they just want the most from you. And I don't see you giving that. Tease says the energy is fun and lighthearted, but uncertain. They get good vibes from you as well, but they feel like there's no promise of something more. They want you to be like their ideal partner. They want you to be their ideal partner. Twin Flame says heart, body, mind, and soul. It's like they want you to dedicate yourselves to them. It's so weird because I don't feel like they've earned it. So it's like, huh? We have disguise. It says some elements of this relationship are hidden. And then we have marriage that says wedding bells are ringing. So it's like this person could see you as their future wife, but they want to know that, or their husband, future partner, but they want to know that you can play all the roles. So it's like, they're not trying to do things the right way. They're not trying to earn things. They're not trying to earn that, you know, feline, hot, attractive version of you that's liberated and free with them. They just want you to prove that you're that. You know what I mean? So I feel like this person is used to getting that from people. They're used to people like immediately going into proving themselves mode, which kind of makes me feel like this person may have some, I don't know, maybe they're very physically attractive. Maybe they always get that response from other people. Maybe they're wealthy. Maybe they have a little fame, a little notoriety, because it's like, I don't get it. Like, why do you assume that would be the case? I'm like so thrown off. I'm like, Why do you feel like, why? I don't get it. Why do you want that out of group 3? Have you earned that? They want you to take the mask off with this, guys. They want you to show them what you're capable of and who you truly are, but you're not in your prove yourself era. You're in your happy and content, doing good on my own era. And it's not that you're closed off to relationships. You're just not chasing this person. Ooh, and we have third party. So if there's a third party situation here, they want you to claw their eyes out. They want you to turn up. They want you to go crazy on the third party. They want you to eliminate the third party. It's like they want you to get them out of a relationship. For those of you who are in a third party situation where it's like this person really does have another partner, they're wanting you to take them out of that connection. And it would never be my advice that you do. Never, ever, never. And no exceptions. And my thing is, there's always an exception to the rule. I really do feel that way. But this one, nope. Because it's off the principle, like, the least you could do is get yourself out of that relationship that you put yourself in. What? So that's just like a personal thing with me. Like, nope, nope, nope. But they want you to. They want you to. They want you to take them out of that relationship and claim them as yours. You may be dealing with a karmic situation is what it says at the bottom of third party. They want a little bit of everything out of you. They want the toxicity. They want the fun, sensual version of you that, you know, goes and get what's yours. Like this person is a little toxic, not going to lie. Spirit for group 3. So what are their next actions? Their next moves and actions? And here they are looking confused. We got the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Wands in reverse. So Ace of Wands in reverse, let me get some more cards before I assume, but it's looking like they don't have a whole lot of plans. Oh my, ooh. I'm trying not to be biased, but this person is not doing me any favors. We got the Ace of Wands in reverse and the King of Pentacles. They're like King of Pentacles. I'm a high value man. I'm a high value masculine, high value woman. People chase me. Ace of Wands in reverse. I don't have to do anything to get people. And that's where they messed up with you in the first place. That's why they're so upset with you in the first place. Because that's not true. I think this person is in their F around and find out season where it's like, yeah, a lot of people are realizing like, okay, there is always an exception to every rule. Like, sure, maybe I'm usually the person that always gets chased, or maybe I'm usually the person that people would do the most for, but that's not the case here. Group 3 isn't doing that for me. And it's like they're having a hard time admitting that because they're taking it personal. And it's not even about like who they are as a person. It's just about like, you're not going to do that because squeaky clean, you're doing things the right way. Relationships are mutual. It's equal give and take. It's not just I'm chasing you and then you finally decide to throw me a bone, especially if you're in a third party situation. That's a mess. That is a mess. They don't have a leg to stand on if they're asking you to do the most for them and they're in a third party. Like, the least you could do is untangle yourself from that. They're expecting you to chase, but Queen of Swords in reverse and the World in reverse. You're not chasing because the World in reverse. You're looking at this in a very logical point of view, and it's making this person upset. Because you're looking at this like, it's not the world. It's not my happily ever after because there's a third party or because you're not giving equally in this connection. And again, they're just looking at things in such a egoic standpoint because they're like, I'm enough. Yeah, you are enough, but it's not about like being enough or not. It's not about high value, low value. It's about what are you investing in this time, in this specific situation. It's like this person is trying to get you to commit to them solely based on who they are and how other people see them or how they see themselves. It's like, if you're not doing that for me, you're not the world for me, you know, and they don't get that. And that's what's kind of leaving you guys at this standstill. Spirit, are they going to take any action? We have the Four of Wands, which is marriage energy. We have the Death card, and then we have the Ace of Cups. I feel like this person would allow this situation to fizzle out. So I'm going to clarify that Four of Wands and see how this is still coming together. If Death card, Ace of Cups, they're choosing themselves. Maybe they choose themselves by choosing you. Maybe they choose themselves by saying, okay, I found my perfect match, because it's so weird how on the death card in this deck, there's a couple. I've never seen a tarot deck that has a couple as the death card. So maybe they found their perfect match, and you see how the wings are on fire? Maybe this person is realizing, like, yes, I am valuable, but I also found my divine partner. So death to the self to become one, Ace of Cups, with another person. Spirit, can you clarify the Four of Wands? How are we getting here? We have Temperance in reverse, which we know. I'm curious. I'm like, is it divine intervention? Is it self-sacrifice? Are they killing the ego? Like, how is this actually coming about? Chariot. Okay. That's an energy of moving forward in balance. So we're going from Temperance in reverse to Chariot, moving forward in balance. So things are alchemizing and working themselves out. I'm just very curious as to how, though. I'm like, are they doing it? Is Spirit helping you guys out? How is this coming together, Spirit? So we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. First, they're going to realize that you're not chasing them. So I feel like phase one is already in movement, if not complete. Because in the next few weeks, or, you know, in the near future, they're going to be realizing that you're not going to budge. So make sure you do your part, Group 3, by not budging. Staying in that energy where you're happy and content. Yep, justice. So they can realize and accept that things will only be balanced, things will only move forward if they're doing their part and there's an equal give and take. We have the Queen of Pentacles, so we have a true pair here. We had the King of Pentacles, and now we have the Queen of Pentacles. So it's a wash, and that's what they don't get. They're taking it so personal. I'm the King of Pentacles, so I should be able to have XYZ. Okay, well, what about when you're in the face of a Queen of Pentacles? Then it's a wash. You're both equal. So now what are we going to do? Now what are we talking about? You know, that's the point that they have to accept and get deep in their spirit. Like, it's not personal. It's not about you as a person. It's about we're equals. We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. I would say there's likely going to be a period of separation, or a period of them getting it deep into their spirit that you're a true pair. They found their match. They met their match. Ace of Swords in reverse. Yeah, Spirit is going to break them. They kind of have to give up and admit defeat and show up properly for this to work out. Maybe it'll be an unexpected twist here. We have the Moon in reverse and the Two of Swords. So Spirit is saying a lot is still up in the air. Honestly, maybe there isn't a solution that's already planned out for you guys with the Moon in reverse and the Two of Swords. Two of Swords, Moon in reverse is like, you know what you're supposed to do. Focus on that. Because the Moon in itself can be a card of confusion and a card of not knowing what's next. With it reverse, Spirit is saying you already intuitively know what to do and what your part is. But Two of Swords, when it comes to the outcome or what's going on in the background, I don't feel like Spirit's going to reveal that to you. And I feel like that's because Spirit doesn't want to have you then take action and fix this. That's the whole point. So I feel like we have the Hierophant in reverse and the Star card in reverse. You guys are getting together in an unconventional way. Your path with this person is going to be unusual, for sure. You're taking the winding path. We have Teresa of Avila. It says, Our Lady of Interior Life, I trust the answers that I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real. So Spirit is saying, trust your intuition. You know what you're being called to do at this time, but with this, I feel like it's going to be different for everyone. It's really just depending on them, honestly. So it's like, okay, if they break and then they come and they show up correct, cool. But if not, I feel like Spirit's going to throw in some curveballs and tower moments to get them where they need to be. We have my Bago, the warrior saint. I am the warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. So Spirit is saying the more committed you are to doing things the right way, which you are very much so, and it seems like they're stressed, don't allow their stress to rub off on you and make you upset. You know that you want to do things the right way and you're doing that. Just stay in that frequency. Don't allow their anxiety and games and whatever they're trying to pull to rub off on you and cause you to miss your mark. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing the right thing. But yeah, it says, I am the warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. So the more committed you are to doing things the right way, the more support you're going to get, the easier Spirit is going to make it for you. That's what I have for you, Group 3. My Etsy is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading or any of my other magical offerings. All of that can be found in there. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 4 with the green stone and the Xmas Elf Tarot, this is your reading, tapping into your crush, your person, the person on your mind, their deep desires for you, their thoughts and feelings, their next moves, the action they'll take towards you and this connection. Spirit, please show us for Group 4. What's going on? So right away, I did kind of feel like something was off, not gonna lie, because we have use your intuition that came out first. So I feel like your intuition is trying to tell you something about this person. This person really, really wants you though. I can feel that, but not gonna lie, I kind of feel like your guides are trying to tell you something. Let's see. Yeah, they're talking to people about you, trying to see what's going on. This is a situation that could be really good for you. Your guides are really telling you, like they're really highlighting doing things the right way, really highlighting spending time with friends as well and getting their opinion and having them to help keep you accountable. We have a lip service and fun times with friends. So this person is talking to people about you, asking for advice. This person may even be getting readings on you. Oh, I just heard spell word, not spell word. But they may be, you know, doing some work to ensure that things kind of come together with you. They definitely don't want to lose you. This feels like a really high stakes situation for whatever reason. Something about you feels once in a lifetime and they feel very lucky to have you. So if this is like a age gap relationship where there's some sort of age difference, that could definitely do it. Where it's like, okay, I feel like I'm not going to get another chance like this in my life. So I definitely need to hurry up and get my stuff together if I want to be with Group 4. But at the same time, I just kind of feel like your guide's telling you like, wait, hold off. Don't lean all the way in quite yet. We have out of the blue. So this person is actually getting to the point where they're about to make you a love offer and they're coming out of the blue. And I feel like it's because they're getting impatient, like they've waited long enough. So it's like, okay, I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to do something. And I feel like that's why your guides are kind of telling you like, hold off, wait, they want you. I know you want them too, but like, wait, you know, because they may make you a love offer before you even say something. And that's something that they tell you like in business as well. And in a lot of like psychology books, they tell you, let the other person speak first, let the other person take action first. And it's because it really does give you the upper hand, you know? So say that the energy has been weird between the two of you. If you hit them up right before they're about to hit you, you may offer them something that's less than what they were going to offer to be with you. So say you guys have been flirting for a while and you really want this person to take you on a date, but you don't want to be that person that feels like you're chasing or begging for it. but you're like, oh, fine, and then you throw it in there. You should ask me on a date. Just for you saying that first, now they think, oh, well, then I don't have to pay because you asked me. You know what I mean? We can go 50-50, or you can pay. You know what I mean? Like, and that's how people even say with dating in general. The person who asks you out, even if it's a friend, well, not exactly, not if it's a friend, but the person that asks you out genuinely is supposed to be the person to pay. If you hear scratching, there's a tree outside my window and it's windy. But yeah, so Spirit is like really trying to get you to just hold your ground, be patient so that you can get the most out of this situation, out of this offer. And this person is so close to making it happen, but it seems like you're getting impatient, but they're also getting impatient. So it's like you want them to get impatient and take action, you know? You don't want to get impatient and take action, because if you do, you'll end up getting less. So we do have use your intuition and ask a friend. Spirit is telling you to ask a friend to hold you accountable. Even ask a friend could be talking about your spirit guides. Petitioning a god or a goddess, an angel, or, you know, whoever, whatever you like to work with. Fairies, demons, listen, I don't judge. Whatever you like to work with, asking them to help you out. Help me with patience. Help me with protection. Help me keeping my calm, keeping my cool. I sell candles on my Etsy shop. I can do something anti-anxiety, anti-fear, anti-self-sabotage to keep your feelings at bay, to keep you in that self-love energy, to keep you allowing the other person to chase, especially if you consistently see that as a habit or a pattern in your history of you kind of ruining things or things fizzling out because you give too much. I can do something to help you with that, but this would be a good time to, you know, do some goddess work, some god work, and petition, you know, some sort of deity to help you. But we have ask a friend, like I said, that could be your ancestors and your spirit guides as well, or a friend here in the 3D. But we have use your intuition. So I feel like your guides are telling you to cool it. I feel like Spirit is telling you to hold your ground and to be patient here. We have too tough. This person, listen, they may be a typical player. They may be a typical player or someone who typically kind of gets their way. So you may be no match for them. And I don't mean that in the way where this person is like all out manipulative or a bad person, but I mean that in the sense where it's like, if you allow them to, this person may run circles around you, you know? They may be someone who's used to being a player, and it's like Spirit is calling them to do more and to be better with you. So let them do that. Especially if you have a history of being the nurturer or the teacher always in relationships, let them take the lead so you don't have to do that. I know it's hard, especially if you're like more of an independent person, because it's just like, I don't like to wait all day either. I'd rather do something myself than wait for someone else to do it. But when we're talking about relationships, you do kind of got to do it differently, you know, so that, because you're creating the foundation, you're creating the norm. So you don't want to create a norm that you'll always be chasing them. But we have spent some time in Lucky and Love. So spend some time is giving me date energy. I do see you're going to be able to spend some time with this person soon. And Spirit is just telling you not to force it, not to be the one that brings it together. Spirit really wants you to allow this person to bring this together and to make this happen. But I do feel like it's going to be worth the wait with Lucky and Love. I feel like both of you will receive a lot from this relationship. I feel like this relationship will be really mutually beneficial. And with spend some time, it's like that's getting some quality time with this person alone, or, you know, finally going on a date with this person where you get to spend some time with them, especially if you haven't before. That'll be really nice. Spirit, for group 4, can you show us their deep desires? What are their deep desires for group 4? Oh my goodness, the self-love card has come out first from every single pile today. It's freaky. The only one I don't know if it came out for is group 3, but I want to say it did. I know it came out for group 1 and 2. Self-love is a collective energy then. Yeah, and you know what? This person, they want to be like, they want to be that traditional masculine energy leader. They want to see themselves that way. Don't deprive them of like reaching a new height on a personal level, because I specifically asked Spirit, like, okay, what are their deep desires towards you? One of the first cards that came out for you is the responsibility card. So this person wants to even see themselves be better. They want to see themselves take accountability and be responsible. That's going to make them feel more attractive. Romance interrupted, duties come first is what it says at the bottom of the card. So this person wants to do things the right way. They want to see like, no, I can really be husband material, wife material, long-term partnership material. Self-love says love yourself first. So their deep desires is to see you love yourself. Bro, that's crazy. That's kind of deep. That's kind of deep. They want to see you put yourself on a pedestal and to know that you're deserving. And I saw this TikTok not too long ago that somebody posted to YouTube, and it said that like masculines, or they were talking about men in the video, they said that men, like women fall in love through their heart and men fall in love through trust. That's what the basis of the discussion was in the video. And I reflected on a lot of past relationships and even readings that I do for other people, and that is definitely 1000% true. Masculines, if they know that you will give your all to them, quit your job for them, if they know that you will do the most for them, they will not commit to you because they know that there is no mutual accountability there. They can't trust you to be a stable force in their life that won't allow them to get over. If they know that they can have anything and everything from you whenever they want it, they will not commit. Unless they see you as their dream girl, dream guy, like their person, they will not commit. So I feel like that's a part of what it's required to even make this person feel like, okay, I've met someone partnership material, to know that that person will leave them. We have rekindle. So for those of you who have been in separation with this person and you haven't talked to this person in a while, they definitely want to rekindle. An old flame returns is what it says at the bottom of that. Ooh, we got workplace romance. Not this person trying to in the back. Not this person trying to in the back. Listen, T. No. This is not let's expose ourselves talking about tea. See, sometimes I got to be like, girl, if you don't stop. But listen, we all have a past. Workplace romance, it says common cause connection. So, ooh, common cause connection almost feels like this person wants to kind of have like a J and B type of situation with you, where it's like both of you are pursuing like your purpose or your path, and they want to pursue your paths together. That's very interesting too. Some of you may want to just kind of like live the soft life through this connection, but this person wants you active, ambitious, you know. They want to feel inspired by their partner. They, not gonna lie, they don't want a partner that's just gonna like tap out of life and live the soft life while they just hustle. They want someone they can trust will really be there for them. We have the rendezvous card. So heavy on the workplace romance, heavy on the rendezvous. Okay, it's giving, we go to the same gym. I'm trying to, in the locker room. Okay, it's giving, this person is a little, it says, a private getaway for two is calling you. So they do want to have a little private getaway. Yeah. This person would like to like maybe get, go on a little staycation, like get a nice hotel in the city you live in. Have a staycation, have like a night where it feels like, okay, this is nice. You know, we got the hot tub, we got that free breakfast. Okay, purr, the waffle machine. We have spirit soul path here as well. It says a personal evolution within your relationship. So they do want to grow and they want to be better. And that's crazy that that's coming up as the deep desires that they have. Their deep desires is to finally be like a man, a woman, a grown adult. Like they want to see themselves that way. Don't deprive them of the ability to see themselves as a better person. Don't deprive them of the ability to grow. Spirit, what are their next moves and actions towards group 4? We have the King of Cups. That's definitely an energy of initiation. 6 of Wands. Ooh, we have the Tower, so it may get better before it gets worse. And we have the 4 of Wands, which is marriage energy, commitment energy. We have the King of Cups and the 4 of Wands. They want a long-term relationship with you, group 4. But it's definitely going to take you getting out of your, like, fixer or doer or nurturer, hyper, you know, independent energy. I see something, I see a problem, let me hurry up and make the solution. They need an opportunity to be a man, be a woman, to be a person that gets what they want. If they don't feel like they're getting you because they put in the work, they're never going to value you. And that's what Spirit is trying to get you to see. And also, you don't deserve to be doing all that. You don't deserve to be doing the most. So this person will read it as you don't know your value if you start just doing the most to make this happen. Like, if you lose your own divinity trying to show them theirs, they're not taking that as anything positive. We have the Ace of Swords and the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands, they want to feel that sense of accomplishment. They want to feel like they won you. They want to feel like they put in the work and that they deserve you and that they earned you. Ace of Swords, they want to, I can't think of the word, but they want to, like, acquire you. They want to win you. And then we have the Tower. So this person needs more than a slap on the wrist. Honestly, the Tower may be you holding them accountable. So if you do have a history with this person and they have done anything to you, they need to know that they can't do that. They need to be held accountable in order to show up in a way that is valuable to you. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is like an energy of them taking you on a date, making you some sort of romantic offer or gesture. So you're going to have to be patient, and you're going to have to really, I feel like that's why Spirit was going so hard in the beginning of the reading, like talking about ask a friend, fun times with friends, like keeping yourself distracted, connecting with your friends, telling your friends what's going on so they can hold you accountable. Like, do not text them, do not do the most for them. No, do not do that. Whenever you feel like, should I do this? Reach out to your friends, and not the friends that enable you to be the worst version of yourself or the weak version of yourself, or the friends that are just like you. Reach out to the friends that'll really like give it to you straight. Like, no, do not do that. Do not start chasing, you know. We have the Page of Cups and the 7 of Cups here. So Page of Cups is an energy of a small romantic offer. And honestly, 7 of Cups is an energy of having multiple options. So this person needs to see that you have other options, even if your other option is yourself. This person needs to see that Page of Cups, if they come to you with that BS, you will deny them. No, you have to come in Knight of Pentacles. No, you have to come in King of Cups. You have to come in with something of value. 6 of Wands, you have to be the best version of yourself. Otherwise, you got to deny them. And it's going to be hard, but High Priestess, you know it. You know what you need to do, and you know that this person does not play fair. So why are you trying to be so ethical with them? Why are you trying to be so nice to them when they don't deserve it, when they didn't earn it? Yeah, we got the 5 of Wands and the Page of Wands in reverse. You may need to cuss them out. You may need to turn up on them. You may need to show them you are not one to be played with, because they're playing on your top. They're playing on your top, group 4. They're not taking you seriously. They feel like you can be played with. They feel like you will chase them, and maybe you will, and that's the problem. So Spirit's like, let's get out of this energy, you know. Let's not do that anymore. Let's show them that they have to do differently. And we got the 5 of Cups in reverse and the King of Pentacles. It's very much so giving. If they wanted to, they would, because even with their first romantic offer, them asking you on a date, paying, you know, taking some gesture towards you, that's more than what they could give. We got the Knight of Pentacles And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, Five of Wands, if you turn up on them, Page of Wands in reverse, if you deny their bootleg offer, oh, all of a sudden it's King of Pentacles, all of a sudden you have so much more to offer. Yeah, you need to make them. This is one of those that you can't be nice with certain people. Some people you have to strong arm. Like, are you going to talk rationally to a Karen? Or are you going to put her in her place? Listen, I'm not the one. I swear I be waiting for somebody to turn up on me in public. I'd be like, yeah, I want you to. We have Sarah Lakali, the queen of the outsiders. It says, I have arrived and I am always, or sorry, it says, I am where I will always be, and that is in love. So Spirit is saying love needs to exist whether you're with this person, whether you're not with this person. You may be unconventional, an outsider, a black sheep, but that does not mean that you have to chase people down for love. It's like, listen, you either appreciate me for who I am or you don't get me. We have Diana, the queen of the wilderness. It says the language of the natural world is a frequency of love, and this is my mother tongue. So I feel like Spirit is really calling you to honor honestly, the natural masculine, feminine dynamics, but not even in the sense that, oh, you have to be in your, feminine and da-da-da-da, but in a way where it's like you have to allow them to be in their masculine. You have to allow them to level up to have you. Because that's the only way it's going to be fair. That's the only way that they're going to deserve it and show up consistently, correctly, is when you show them, you cannot have me unless you do. So yeah, this is calling for a lot from you, Group 4. I can see it because it just feels like it's very uncomfortable. Maybe it's just because you already like them, or maybe it's their energy in itself. Maybe you're typically not a chaser, but this person is just kind of triggering you and making you feel like, but I want it so bad. But Spirit is saying you got to play hardball with this one. That's what I got for you, Group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon.